So my brother, Kavehi is his name, and he's been hiking all over the island, and he's very much into restoration. And there's this holy mountain called Maunalei. He's restoring Maunalei. We just went on a trip just the other day with John, myself, and Nadine to go see what they're doing. And
our journey, where we're at right now, we're in Lanai City, yeah, which is right in this grid right here. And then we'll begin to go up to Koele, past the Koele Lodge, and then take the Keomuku Road, and then go down all the way down to the shoreline, and then we'll make a right turn, yeah, which is the opposite roadway from the shipwreck access road, and then we'll begin to ascend into Maunalei. And then these pictures from this point this way is of Lanai, yeah. So where we're going to be going up in Maunalei. This is the initial work that we started.
And they are restoring taro. It's an amazing place. It's so sacred. You know, if you can imagine, you're there and humanity hasn't been there, and that's a pretty wondrous thing in Hawaii right now. And so we want to assist him. He's one of our Aloha in action. So this song is about all of that and more.
But their day-to-day existence was on total surviving, whether it was maintenance of the herbal plants, to making your clothing, to stitching your net, to falling one tree, to maintaining one canoe, to drying your fish, to hiking up this Alanui up here to be able to get taro and trade fish to go back down, yeah, which is about a 7-8 mile walk all the way to the ocean. You know, those kind of things, yeah, is what we need to understand to have direction, yeah. And the only way truly to have that, you got to do that, yeah. And to completely understand that, you have to do that even when you leave a place like this, yeah, where you put your head. At least that's the kind of things I think about.
Aloha, here we are on the island of Lanai with Kavehi and Debbie Ryder. And Medina and I, part of the founders of Aloha in Action, this is one of our projects that we are supporting. It's the restoration of this beloved land called Maunalei here on Lanai, the island of Lanai. And this huaka'i, this journey today is just to invite those of you that long for a journey of spirit and to restore your own spirit. We invite you to come along with us to be a part of this today. Aloha in Action is about relationship. Relationship with people, relationship with the restoration of dignity, relationship with Aloha as our compass. And in these times, globally speaking, and in fact right here on our own beloved islands, there are many, many worthy projects where people in communities are gathering to do something, no longer complacent to wait for something to happen. We are gathering in the name of Aloha, in the name of love and love for our beloved land, to restore this area. And so Kavehi and Debbie have been called to this place, and they represent Uhane Pohaku o na moku o Hawaii, the spirit of the stones in the lands, in all the islands of Hawaii, including the Hawaii that you carry in your own spirit. So I'd like Nadine to say a few words about Aloha in Action.
Yes, so we're in the valley of Maunalei, and we have been called to, in service, to support what beautiful dreams unfold here. The restoration of the land, of the lo'i, the taro, where water is natural here. And the best part of it all is we get to restore our spirit. And that's the greatest gift. So we invite you all to come and play in this paradise of love. And so come on over.
Maidine's offering some water to
Good.
the lele so that the Viola feeds this land, the living expression of life. So it is called for those prayers of the restoration itself. I love this area because it's so authentic, it's so magical, and it's as though, you know, even though the cattle and time has, you know, come and gone, I'm going to say, the natural divinity of the land is still intact. And so when those that come to support this uhane pohaku o Namoku Hawaii, then they will be able to be in this authentic place and dream with this place. Dream as the ancestors did, to dip into the kupunahood, the source of this living expression of life that all of us are so hungry for. And so this is a place that we invite many of you as Aloha in action that are called to Lanai, to come and be in this garden to restore it. We invite you to come to help.
But we don't have enough guys doing the real thing, which is the very thing that made us Hawaiians, yeah, which was our relationship with the land and with the ocean. So how do we understand ourselves if we're not practicing that to the fullest potential that we can, yeah? To be sent to an island that is the most undeveloped, hasn't been damaged in this remote area, yeah, and to be able to have the opportunity, yeah, of what the early settlers had here, the early Hawaiians, yeah, they basically worked with the same, which is we have the land base and the environment, yeah. I mean, a lot of difference in plants, yeah. We got more invasive species, but we have the main one, which is the kukui. And then all we have to do is rebuild, yeah. We have the Old Testament of what their work was left behind. All we have to do is put it back into life. And this whole issue about historic preservation, which is, to my understanding, yeah, with the state, to just let things sit and fall apart is not what I believe in. But to put it back into what it was used for, which is just the taro sites that I'm looking at, is what I'm going to do and what I want to do up here. So that's what our plan is.
We have a saying, yeah, aloha aina, loving the land, malama aina, caring for the land, and aina meaning that which feeds. So as we support this restoration, it feeds us in so many universal ways that can be applied in our everyday life.
So looking at this, yeah, is a perfect example, yeah, of rock wall construction, yeah, in the traditional sense, yeah, where it fits in so precisely, yeah, and the angle is very precise also. It's just amazing the ingenuity that they worked within, yeah, and what they accomplished, yeah. They improvised and they made it happen, yeah. No excuses. And what did they have? Their 2 hands, their 2 feet. All we're trying to do is re-clean, reopen, and then bring back to life what they initially did for us, which was the hard work, yeah.
When we first came in, We had to hike all the way in, and then this was all just thick bushes, plum trees and everything. So we basically crawled in to get down to where we planted all the taro and all the vegetation.
And in the process of that, we've got community people involved. We have a backbone of community people that help us. This area that we are in right now is the community's Lo'i, and then the other areas which is down below the areas where we're looking at for integration of the youth at the school, as well as for economic purposes, hopefully to do poi to produce for the people on this island. Now, as one example of integrating cultural strategies with educational technology by bridging the two, where they do a whole thing that covers science, math, botany, economics, health, culture, and the beauty, and akua, and church, I guess,
So much a part of us, such an integral part. And I guess, this viola, the living waters, kind of wakes up the living waters inside our eternal bodies, our physical bodies. And speaking of the vibe that gives us life, this Aloha in Action project here on Lanai, this restoration of Maunalei, invites many people to come and restore the viola inside of themselves, the living waters. And we also have sister projects, I'm going to say, such as the one in Kenya, north of Nairobi, where the children in the village are having to carry water every day over hills, about 2 or 3 kilometers to their village. And so this viola, the living waters that we take for granted, children in Africa are having to haul, it to their village. And so we're inviting some of you Aloha in Action participants to help us get the well in Kenya for the village, so that children can focus on other things rather than the daily task of having to carry water on their heads up the mountain. So this living water here in Lanai is making a plea for Nairobi, for north of Nairobi, to help the living waters of our beloved families in places in Africa, in this case in Kenya.
My vision for this place is to first put it back into the usage of what it was before, where our early ancestors worked this land, and how impressed with what they were given with this kind of geographic topography, and literally made use of every single space. We're just recleaning the work that they did, putting it back into use. But in that process, begin to heal ourselves and first reach out to the community through the school, working with the youth, because we can talk about leaving things for the next generation, but how can we be sincere about that if we are not leaving them with the experience of working with their hands, in a place like this? So this would be like a learning experience for them.
In Hawaii, we spend so much money selling our beloved islands to every continent. And in the pristine nature of Maunalei and its restoration, the life force of this land is making a call to those of you who would like to remember your authenticity as aloha, as malama, as life, in the Anuenue, the rainbow of every land. This is a call to, from the Aloha in Action, one ohana, one family, one tribe, one world. And Kawehi and Debbie have done a remarkable job. They have had support from several of the beautiful kupuna of this island. And they need our support now, because this has been a labor of love for 2 years. And like many of you out there, we all want to do something. We all want to hear the call. We want the epiphany. Well, this is your opportunity to support projects like this, to restore the land, to give back to the land, and to learn so much about Hawaii, the unseen, Hawaii, what you cannot smell or taste in any other space but here, where your senses and all that you are will gift you with the greatest blessing of connection, resonating inside your own heart. And so we need your hands, we need your skills, we need your financial generosity to contribute here. So come and join us and be a part of something that is spreading throughout every continent, every island, every community worldwide. Aloha in Action, Lanai Project, Uhane Pohaku.